Hello friends and welcome back to Gnomoria. This is... whoa, it's saving. That was good timing. This is day 4 of our tumble through the land of tricks with our happy little band of gnomes. Now, I've just been looking around and reminding myself of what we got done yesterday. We built this little tunnel. So the idea is that we need to start walling off this area in order to sort of secure all of the good bits of the base, so that the only way in will be if anybody comes in through the top of this hill. So this is where I'm going to station guards eventually, when I get some guards trained up. So there are a couple of different things I need to do, but first, although the ambassador has left in a huge huff because he hasn't got sleeping quarters that he wants to sleep in, we have still got the merchant from the land of Hope, or whatever it was called. So the way that the merchant works is, if you click on the market stall where he is, this is all the rubbish that he's got. So what might we be interested in? We might be interested in another yak. It's going to cost 500. An alpaca. Well, we've got our cotton production going now, so I don't think we're interested in wool yet. I think wool is stronger than cotton in this game, so I think eventually when you're making armor and things you want to have wool rather than cotton, but I'm not totally sure about that. We've got some clippings we could buy, we've got some different coloured stones that we could buy, which is not really necessary at the moment. I mean, you know, might be nice. Maybe later I will replace things with coloured stones. But, ooh, grape seed. I could start up a grape farm. So I usually buy one of those right at the start, as soon as I can, and then I just get that going, basically. Strawberry, grape, apple, strawberry wine. Yeah, we haven't got any egg-laying animals, which I think would be quite interesting. Now, look at this. 2,466 clumps of dirt in my stocks. Do I really want all that much? No, I don't. So what I'm going to do is give away 2,000. You see it's got a worth of 0. So I'm just saying, you know what, mate, if you if you want to take 2,000 clumps of dirt, thank you very much. And look at that, it has just cleared our kingdom of stuff. Brilliant, I love it. What else could we've got clay clumps here. I'm going to keep hold of that in case I want to build bricks later, which is not something I've ever done. I've got lots of pine logs, which are worth 1 each. I've got applewood logs. You know what? I could get rid of them. I could get rid of some of the birch as well, because I don't really need birch stuff right now. Orange wood, I can get rid of that as well. So that would give me 100. If I give away 300, so that would be 400, I could get a new yak. Ooh, and I could add 160 with the sapphires as well. That is very good to know. Do I want to get a female yak? And just, you know, ramp up yak production, because that would give me a lot more meat in order to start making better sandwiches with. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's give away a load of those logs, because I don't really want applewood logs, so we're going to give away 100 of those. Actually, do I even want any applewood logs? Let's give away 120. Orange wood, similarly, I don't really want many of those, so let's give away 110. Just making up numbers here to keep it moving. And then birch logs, I need to, well, let's give away our sapphires. We may as well give them away now, wherever they've gone. Raw sapphire. Yeah, we'll give away all of the sapphires. So 390, so we now just need 110 birch logs. Bonk. So we're offering 500, and I would like 1 female yak, please. Let's do that trade. Plonk. And you can see a load of the logs have disappeared. Now, this yak grass I think is only big enough to support, yeah, 2 animals. So I need to designate area, pasture, and I'm just going to increase the size of this pasture. Oh, which direction shall I increase it in? Let's do it in this direction, why not? So now the pasture can support 4 animals. Good. And I'm just going to keep it as a maximum of 1 male. So as soon as I get another male, my butcher, when I assign one, will grab the extra male, take him downstairs and give him a handshake and some gravy and turn him into yak burgers. That would be very cool. Let's get some of these foraged, because I think the next thing I need to do is start planning on getting this wall built. I was really rushing to get this built. There's no rush now because there's no ambassador to come. The other thing that I usually do is I rush now to try and get as much worth into my Great Hall as possible, because the more worth you have in the Great Hall, the more new nomads that you tend to get. However, even when I've doubled the worth of my Great Hall, I've never got more than 4 nomads in the first season, and so I don't think it's worth rushing for that. Really don't. I think it's probably better to get my mining operations going, getting my torches built, and just making sure that I am ready for those nomads to arrive. Set them up with jobs to do, get this cooking area sorted. Yeah, let's do that. So, first of all, I don't like this hole here, so we're going to build a wall. And we're going to build it out of stone. Any raw stone. Yeah. Going to build a wall there. Lovely. What do we want to do here? Let's see how we're getting on down here. We still need to build another stone cutter. We're not going to need 2 stonemasons though. Yeah, so I think as soon as this lot is done, we can start building food production, because in 2 days we're going to get a nomad that we can assign to actually doing something about the food. So, yeah, may as well get those built now. Food, drink. So we're going to need a butcher shop. We could make it out with a pine table. Ooh, can we make a stone table instead? That would be cool. I'll have a pine chair, nice to sit on, and then any knife. Let's build it there. If I build one there... Oh yeah, there is room to build another thing behind it. So I can fit 4 things in here comfortably. 1, 2, 3. So I do just need another line of wall mined out there, so that I can comfortably fit 3 things along here, and then I can always double them up behind, just in case I need that extra capacity. Lovely. And I think I will probably designate this area as our food. So when they've made the food, they're going to put it into like crates and barrels here, and then this can just be like the big seating area for the gnomes. Lovely. So let's get things moving. Double speed, s'il vous plaît. There we go. That yak is now ensconced in the pasture, and you know what? We can build a trough. Yeah, let's build a trough. What the trough will do is essentially the farmer will fill up the trough with stuff that the animals are going to eat. So you see that yak has just moved all the way down here to eat some of that straw. Well, when the troughs are built, then they will be able to just munch out the troughs. I think I probably need 3 troughs full of straw if I'm going to survive the winter with grace. So, fine. So I've got a butcher shop coming up there, which means that down here we should be set up with making a knife. We need to build a knife blade. Have we got one of those? Like or is it the carpenter that's going to have accepted the knife job? Let's get this guy to build a knife. A knife haft? Is that what we need? Hilt. I think we need a hilt if we're going to build a knife. Is that right? I don't know. We shall soon find out. Let's get those things done. We'll get this room finished off just because I don't want to have to keep thinking about it. And then we can move on to building our wall. The wall, I think, is going to have to sort of go along here. So I need to get rid of these trees. So let's fell these trees, please. Yeah, wall can go look along here. So we're going to need to get rid of all of this birch as well. That shouldn't take us too long. And while they are started on that, let's start building our wall. What will our wall be built from? For now, I think literally just dirt. Yeah, just going to make it with dirt. Let's put it here. Now we have an idea of where it's going to be. Lovely. Keep getting confused as to where I'm going to be putting that. There we go. I've got the pattern now. And then that's going to go up here. And then, ooh, you know what? I think that we probably want to move this back a bit. That's what I reckon. So, let's dig a ramp down across here. Yeah, just give us a little more wiggle room. Why can't I? Oh, I need to remove that floor. Terrain, dig, remove, floor. Yeah, let's remove those floors then. Tell you what, I'm just going to suspend those jobs in case anything weird happens when they are removing the floors. Yeah, because I think if they had dug a ramp down there, they wouldn't be able to reach up to that level where the floors are. So now they have finished removing those floors, I think they can. Come on, do that one! Ugh. Resume that ramp building job, please. Oh, we can forage all of that cotton as well. Lots of wild cotton. Wonderful. Yeah, the merchant has sort of disappeared. Let's set... I think we do want to replace the floor over here with... let's just put a block floor. And we are going to designate this as like the area where our foods will go, our sandwiches, etc. So 5 of those, and then 5 of those. Why not 6? Yeah. And we'll cancel that one, because then it's like in line with the room there. We'll just have 4 of those, and that should be enough to store all the food and the wine, etc. So lovely. Oh good, we've filled in that bit. Let's fill in the rest of it as well. We can build a wall here. It's just want to be a stone wall built with any raw stone. Get that in there. Lovely, job early. Sorry, they've removed that floor. So we can now job resume the ramp building job, and then that bit will be finished off nicely. And we can carry on with this wall. Build terrain. I have to say they are doing a fantastic job with this wall. I thought it might take them a little longer to get stuff done. That's too far, isn't it? So let's go from here. That's also too far. I think Yeah, if we cut those two back, then we could build our wall along here. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Ooh, what are we going to do about our entrance? We're gonna have to do something about that. I'm sure that we can build some kind of grand stone entrance. Oh no. They've dug some sort of stupid ramp down there. Oh, why do they do this to me? You give an instruction and they... I didn't realise I'd given them the instruction to do that. Just a bit dim. Right, okay, well what do we want to do here? Well, we could build... We could remove some of these terrain, remove ramp. Yeah, let's remove these ramps here. Kabam! Let's get them out of the way. And we could build a nice wall. Let's make a nice... let's do a block wall. No, let's do a stone wall. Just make a raw stone wall for now. We can always do it with something more impressive later. Let's make sure we're in the right area. Lovely. You go there. And then when they finish mining out that bit, then we can build the rest of the stone walls there. And we can build stone walls across the top so that nobody can get in to where we... There we go. Okay, that'll do for now. There's just a little grand entrance. Build. What are we doing? Build terrain. Wall. Dirt clump. Good. So we are going to need a bit of a gap in certain places. What else did we want to do? I wanted to dig down. So let's dig a ramp down on those two blocks. We're just going to cancel those two. So we have got a gap down there should anybody need to go out and collect fruit, etc. We are going to have to think about getting stuff in for sure. Why hasn't this been built yet? What is it that... Oh. Precious. I mean, I'm sure that I said, like, furniture needs to come down here. Maybe nobody's hauling yet, so I'm going to try telling them to clean the floor here, because if we look at this carpenter station now, we go to overview. Oh, the efficiency is only 90%. But you see, every place that gets used up in its space reduces its efficiency by about 5%. So what have we got there? We've got, looks like... Oh, is that there already? Yeah. So we've got a pine workbench and a pine hilt there. Stonemason, is it you who will make a knife? Yeah, well, make a knife, because we need one of those, I'm pretty sure. When we make our kitchen stuff. So where's our kitchen to? There's our kitchen. Straw, 7. Haven't yet got any troughs built. I'm mildly concerned about my straw production. I'm just going to boost it up a little bit more. Is that clay? It's a dirt floor. Okay, so... Oh, no, it is a clay clump. Oh, no, it's just a clump of... So that's the clump, and it's on a dirt floor. Okay, fine, 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 fine. They can do stuff there. No worries. Has that been cleaned yet? No, it hasn't been cleaned yet. Nobody is hauling. Maybe nobody's hauling because they are all building the great dirt wall. They are making good progress. The wall is looking pretty good. Drink we're getting slightly low on. We should be producing a fair amount of yak milk now, and you can see that's over there. So let's designate an area. Let's designate this half. Yeah, this half as drink supplies. What do we call it? The drink ingredients. There we go. While my mind is not really working, and what we're going to put in there is going to be any fruit and I don't think we need cheese, do we? I think yeah, basically just any fruit. And then the fruit will go in there and we can make wine out of it. And then over here I'm going to call this stockpile the food supplies. And in there we are going to put, what do we need for food? Egg, meat, sausages, loaves of bread, and then all of these finished products we are going to instead designate this area. When the floors have been replaced, we can designate that area for like finished drinks to go and finished foods to go. So I'll designate that area for now. So the hall sandwiches, and in the hall sandwiches area will go not just sandwiches, but sandwiches and omelettes. Lovely. So any proper sandwiches that are made can go in there, and same with omelettes. Lovely. And then over here we can designate this as the whole winery. We will have wine in there, but we will also have beer. Gnomes do love to drink a little bit of beer. I like drinking a little bit of beer, as long as there's lots of little bits of beer, or just big bits of beer is also fine. Milk, I think. What does milk go into? Possibly need milk to build. Milk to do omelettes, maybe? You're accepting jobs. What is that there? That's a chisel. Okay, we are nearly done with the... nearly. Yeah, we've got a great big gap there, so let's tell them to fill in that area. Terrain wall with some dirt clumps. Lovely jubbly. Because I do have a plan. If we do ever get invaded by some horrible goblin raiders, I do have an idea of what I will want to do with them. And that will be to... Basically, I'm going to set all of these guys as... Well, if we look on the population... no, if we look on military... there are certain perks that you can give to different soldiers. So we've just got a very basic formation set out at the moment. But some of the different perks that you can give are like keep your eyes open, which increases their vision range, so that's good for scouts. The shield wall, so if you've got blokes with shields, that gives them more defense. Best defense is offense, so if you give them a melee weapon, then they're going to attack a bit faster. What do I want? Oh, perk, here we go. So we've got different perks here, like if you give them a two-handed weapon and no armor, then it gives them a chance to decapitate an enemy in one go. Frenzy, so less defense, but they go absolutely nuts. And Way of the Gnome, so they get faster attack speed, attack damage, dodge chance, and dodge rate when they are not holding an armor or wearing... when they're not wearing armor or holding a weapon. And that, I have found, is the most effective way to defend your gnomes at the start, because it's quite easy for them, if they haven't got armour on, or if they've only got a bit of armour on, then I found the goblins will quite happily take a swipe at whatever does not have armour on, get the gnome on the floor, and then just bash them to death before you can really do anything. And it's very sad. It's not something that anybody likes to see. So I think if you give them all a much better dodge chance, then there's just less chance that they are going to be thwacked anywhere that really hurts. Let's remove these ramps as well. Come on, remove ramp. There we go. Okay, we are still kind of nearly done. And we are out of straw. I have just noticed that we are out of straw. Ooh, here we go. So this is slightly annoying in that you can see there are 4 straw in this trough. There's no straw in that trough, but it tells us we're out of straw. So once straw goes in the trough, it is then for the animals and nobody else. I'm not really worried because I can see our second wheat crop is coming through now, which is just in the nick of time, so I will allow our farm's gnomes to harvest that and get stuff moving. Why is... We have got a 4th yak, and it is female? This one's female. This one's female. So I've got 3 females and a male. Yak grass. I can fit... Oh right, so I think she has literally just been born. So we're now just waiting for a farm's gnome to come over and kindly lead her over into the pasture where she can graze happily. She just doesn't really know where home is. Despite the fact that all of the yaks are over there, she is just wandering around. Like, yeah, maximum females 4, maximum males 1. Huh. Okay. Well, or maybe they're asleep. Maybe the farm's gnome is asleep. Ah, it looks like it, yeah. Well, he's a build's gnome. He's a farm's gnome. He's a farm's gnome. Yeah, they're both asleep. So the yak will just happily wander, exploring our little gnomish village, until eventually it will be taken home, I guess. Oh, this is annoying. I don't like this. Why is that there? I guess what I could do is... Let's remove that ramp. We could turn that into like a seed store. Do I want to do that? Do I want to turn it into a seed store? Probably not. Really? No, I'm just going to have to leave that there as an ugly thing until I work out how to quickly and cleanly deal with it. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Oh, you've got a pine chair set there for you to do. Huh. Is our stockpile of dirt? I'm not sure I've even set that as a stockpile anymore. Designate area. Stockpile. So this is going to be our dirt pile. I'm confused. I thought that I had a dirt pile already set. Possibly it disappeared because... people were... I sold all of that stuff. The wall is nearly complete now, which is lovely to see. What are we doing here? We have got pine trees. We've got pine trees growing here. Birch is growing very nicely. Oranges and apples are both growing very nicely. And these, I think, these are all... Yeah, they're going to be cutting clippings from them. That's great. And over here, this is where you are just going to be planting apple trees, I think. Okay, fine. Good. We've got all of this wheat that we can be growing over here, which is also lovely. We are good for logs, I think. Yeah, we've got so many logs. Oh, it's the first day of summer! We have 4 new Nomads. Let's have a look at what they do. We are just over time for this episode, I think. So, what a lovely place to finish on. So, this first one, Tia. Remember, if you do want to have a gnome named after something that you are happy with, then do write in and let me know in the comments. So we've got a possible tailor here, so I do need to get some tailoring done as soon as we build some tailoring stuff. Tia, to be tailor. Let's leave them with that. And then we've got Gile. What does Gile do? Stone carving, weapon crafting. Ooh, very fit. Hammer. Okay, looks like this chap might make a good warrior at some point. Weapon crafting is alright, armor crafting is not bad, so maybe, metalworking is definitely poor, but possibly going to be our weapons maker, or early blacksmith. I'll just leave him for now. Hess. Oh, woodcutting 23. We've got a new woodcutter. Weapon crafter not too bad, but yeah, armor and metal is both a bit rubbish. What do we like for making food? Both rubbish. And Fizz. What do you do, Fizz? Any big numbers over here? Not really. Cooking is not too bad, but brewing is poor. Ooh, 30 with a sword, so we've got another possible warrior here. But I think rather than give him a warrior's job, I am just going to get him working around the village, just doing anything useful. We shall see. I will have a think about this, and then next episode, which will be tomorrow on Friday, I will let you know what I have decided for these beautiful new people that we have got coming into our village. Yes, I think it will be time to clip all of these away, and we're gonna have to clear all of this stuff, get all of this fruit away, and all of this stuff we need to get off the ground so that we can finally seal up our wall and not be open to horrible attack from goblins, which are sure to appear within the next few days. So, thank you very much for joining me again. I hope that you have been well and you are enjoying this week as I have been enjoying this week. And yeah, I'll catch you again tomorrow. Bye!